I'm Roy Cantu for the McAllen Cable Network and ExploreMcAllen.com. We're here at Bill Shute Park, one of McAllen's best parks in the city, where people come and exercise every day. With me today, I have a very special guest. He's sort of my friend and a trainer, Carlos Valdez with Power Fitness. He has the local boot camp here, and he's been working in city parks and at one of the local gyms, trying to get people fit. And McAllen's going through one of these changing things right now where we're trying to stay fit, Carlos. So if you could tell me, how can I look like that?
Well, first of all, you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision, do I want to be fit, and do I want to go through the steps that are necessary to be fit? First, you got to say yes. I'm tired of being the way that I look, and I want to look like this. Pick somebody that you admire, or maybe a picture or a photo of someone you know, or maybe an old photo of what you used to look like. And you put it on your refrigerator or put it on your mirror in your bathroom, and that's gonna give you the motivation to help you achieve what you wanna achieve. Second thing I recommend is go see a physician. Make sure that you don't have any medical problems that might prohibit you from starting, a rigorous exercise program. From there, kind of think about what is it that you want to accomplish. Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to get big? Do you want to be lean and thin? And then you kind of just go from there. And that's pretty much as far as the beginning.
You know, Carlos and I have been talking about doing some shows about this, and one of the things that was my requirement was, let's make it fun, efficient, and effective, and where it's not going to cost a lot in your pocketbook. And with all these great city parks across our city, I thought, let's get to a park and really use a park how people can do it at home. Because I know it took me forever to decide I need to lose weight. It was really my doctor who decided. And I'm going to tell you, because my doctor recommended it, that's why I started exercising, because he said, you're fit enough, you should start losing some weight. And right now he has me on a regimen to lose another 40 pounds. So I can be at my ideal weight. I'd be happy with 20.
It's definitely doable. It's definitely doable. Unfortunately, the majority of the clients that when I used to work at a gym, a lot of times I got them because they were either diabetic, pre-diabetic, high cholesterol, high blood pressure. And the reason why I say it's unfortunate, because those are all things that could have been prevented with proper diet and exercise. And when I mean diet, I don't mean that you have to be eating fish and chicken all the time and you can't go out to some of these restaurants and enjoy your meals. What I'm talking about is portion control, having a little bit of discipline, and making right choices. Now, the sad part about it is that a lot of the right choices are a little bit more expensive than the bad choices. But it's gonna cost you more in the long run making those bad choices than if you make the good choices. And there's a lot of information out there on the internet. There's books that you can get at the bookstore that can help you make the right choices and pick the meals that you should eat more healthy. And I wanna say, when you wanna start off a regimen, the hardest part is, believe it or not, is changing your diet, because that's a life habit. It's easier to start an activity like doing exercise, but I will tell you this, 80% of what you look like is your diet. So you really are what you eat. So if you eat McDonald's and Taco Palenque, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with these places, but if you eat that more often than eating healthy food, you're gonna be unhealthy.
I figure a city park's a good place to start, because there's a lot of people here that come to Bill Shute Park. We have parks across the city. So I wanted something to be very, very economical for families, especially with our economy the way it is.
Well, the park is definitely a good way to start. It's very inexpensive. You don't have to pay to go to the park other than your taxes. But you can start off by walking. Generally, what I recommend is, just like a child, you gotta crawl before you walk, and you gotta walk before you run. Same thing goes with fitness. You don't wanna start off too hard, too soon. I want you to keep that enthusiasm, but take it slow. Because a lot of people want to do the diet and they want to hit the weights and they want to start off running, and within a month they get exhausted or overwhelmed, or they're so sore they can't move and they get discouraged. Another thing is to have realistic expectations. Short-term goals and long-term goals. I don't expect to lose 20 pounds in a week. That's not healthy. Doctors recommend anywhere between 2 to 2.5 pounds a week. You can lose more than that if you're obese, but you want to do that with the supervision of your physician. But if you don't want to go that route, shoot for 1 to 2 pounds a week. And that's very doable, walking 20 to 30 minutes a day. And another thing is, there's plenty of things out here to help you do the exercises you need. You don't need to go to a gym, although eventually you want to get there. But just to start off, everything that you need is here at the park. Whatever your imagination is, that's as far as you can go. which is unlimited.
Yeah, one exercise you taught me this week in boot camp was the bear crawl. It's probably the worst exercise I've ever done in my life, but it was interesting that I could finish it once I started it, and I felt real accomplished, but I'm going, okay, I didn't need any fancy equipment. It was just me and my body weight to sort of be the resistance, and I got a really good workout out of it. What I'm hoping to do is sort of start people, with baby steps,
right.
And the first thing is walking. How much should a person who hasn't ever exercised in the last year or entire 25 years like it was for me, how long should they walk?
If you haven't done anything in a very long time, which most of us fit into that category,
yeah.
I recommend at least 3 times a week to start off, anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes. The thing about that is you don't start really burning calories till after 20 minutes, and most people don't know that. So anything that you do above 20 minutes is really where you start to kick in and start burning those calories. So the 20-minute part is really just the warm-up. But if you're that out of shape, don't really focus on that too much. Start off with 10 minutes. If you get tired, stop, take a breather, and then keep going. There's nothing wrong with that. You want to pace yourself. If you start feeling that your heart rate is really accelerated, slow down, stop, take a couple of deep breaths. You don't want to get lightheaded. You don't want to feel dizzy. You want to feel comfortable. You don't want to feel too tired when you're done. And that's a good way to start. And you want to do that generally for about a month. And then as you feel that you're getting better with your cardio condition, you can start jogging a little bit, and then walk, jog a little more, then walk, and you eventually start running. In the meanwhile, you can start doing push-ups on your knees or against one of the walls. And there's some other tips and exercises that we'll show you later on that can help you get to where you want to be quicker.
And let me ask you, I don't know if this is what your clients seem to go through, but I know before I started exercise, I wanted to find someone who could teach me something how I wanted to look. So when I was looking for someone to help me as a trainer, I was looking for someone like, oh, I want that guy, I want the body type, so something like that. Well, I think I can do that exercise. I don't want to be really big, I just want to be healthy. And the reason I lost the weight wasn't to look good, it was because my doctor told me I had to. And I have diabetes, high cholesterol, and high blood pressure. And it was really interesting to learn that I was really shortening up my life. And so that's what sort of motivated me. Other people aren't at that extreme, but it's always good to find someone you can work with.
Right.
Because I've tried losing weight before, and it's been one of the hardest things I've ever done. This time it was easy because I have a lot of friends who are supporting me, a lot of people that I talk to, that I'm learning new stuff, that I go exercise. We meet here, a whole bunch of my coworkers every Wednesday after work on just one day a week, and we're gonna do that for several months.
That's awesome.
And we walk together, and it's like some people can run, but we walk together to sort of support each other, and we're learning stuff about what they do to try to stay healthy.
Right. If you notice like the infomercials, you'll see stuff like P90X, Beachbody for Life. And one of the things that they incorporated in that I like and I support is they have like online support. So let's say for instance you purchase one of these programs, you get a code and you get to go online and you get to talk to other people around the world who are doing the same thing that you're doing. You can exchange tips, diet tips. So that's one of the things I usually do is I tell people, get a support group. Start off with a buddy or a girlfriend or your wife or anybody that's gonna be there to help you go through the same things that you can go through so you can relate. The other thing is join a sport, join an activity, do something fun. Fitness doesn't have to be just lifting weights and running and doing marathons. Fitness can be going out there and playing volleyball. There's a volleyball court behind us right here. I usually see people out here in the evenings and they're having a great time. If you like basketball, go out to a local basketball court, shoot the ball around a little bit. If you don't know how to play, it's okay, you'll catch on. Play soccer. If you have children, get involved with your children's activities. There's many different ways to go about being fit, but I do recommend that you join some kind of support group. But one thing though, if you have the buddy that keeps putting it off, then don't wait for your buddy. Jump into something, and I'm sure that your friend or your spouse will see that you're making improvements, and they're gonna wanna jump in with you. So don't let somebody else hold you back from doing what you wanna do.
Yeah, and I know you use your Facebook a lot, and I use mine a lot. So if people have any questions, I guess they can find you on Facebook.
Correct.
Okay, and that's Carlos Valdez, and you can find him with Power Fitness, and you can send him your questions. I'll be more than happy on my Facebook to sort of try to get answers for you, because I'm still learning also. Please join us in making McAllen one of the best fit cities in the country. You can find out more information on McAllen.net or exploremcallen.com.
I'm Carlos with Power Fitness. I hope to see you soon.
And I'm Roy Cantu for the McAllen Cable Network.